In 1946, engineers at the University of Pennsylvania introduced a device that forever changed our world. This device weighed up to 27 tons, stood over 2 meters tall, and required a room of up to 130 square meters. This was the world's first multi-purpose electronic computer, the ENIAC. With this computer, scientists were able to solve problems that previously took up to 2 years to solve in just 2 hours. If you found this video interesting, subscribe now. This project stems from World War II. In 1943, the U.S. Department of Defense sponsored the Computer Science Department at the University of Pennsylvania to research and develop this computer. The total budget at that time was $487,000, equivalent to $6,600,000 in 2022. Scientists began their secret research in the basement of the university. This computer contained hundreds of thousands of vacuum tubes, resistors, capacitors, and relays. It took up to 5 million soldered joints to connect the components together. Speaking of size, the world's first computer stood over 2 meters tall and stretched 100 meters long. With such colossal dimensions, this behemoth machine consumed up to 150 kilowatt-hours. To put that into perspective, a typical air conditioner consumes only 2.65 kilowatt-hours. It generated a significant amount of heat and required its own cooling system. With that, it could perform about 5,000 calculations per second. For those who may not know, a modern MacBook can process up to 15.8 trillion calculations per second. To use the ENIAC, people had to program it by plugging cables and configuring control panels. This required a specific and rather complex programming process. Compared to programming modern computers, it could not also store programs and data. So every time a new task needed to be performed, users had to reprogram the entire machine by plugging cables and reconfiguring it. So, did it have a screen? The ENIAC did not have a screen to display information. Instead, the results of calculations were directly output using light bulbs and printers. After its completion in 1946, this machine was used in the development of thermonuclear bombs, which are even more dangerous than atomic bombs. It laid the foundation for the development of computers today. If you want to be smarter every day, subscribe now. Thank you for watching the video.